Welcome to Meditation with Raphael, the podcast. I'm Raphael, and in this podcast we explore themes that inspire and guide us toward living our truest, highest selves. Today's reflection is on a topic that often weighs us down more than it should: dealing with other people's opinions. We live in a world where external validation is sought constantly. But what if I told you that the only opinion that truly matters is your own? If you live with virtue and integrity, then the people who genuinely love and respect you will naturally feel pride in you without you having to seek it. In both Taoist and Stoic philosophies, there is a shared wisdom. The opinions of others are like the wind, unpredictable, and often irrelevant to our true path. We waste so much energy trying to please others, bending ourselves into shapes we think will earn approval. But here's the truth. No amount of external validation can replace the inner peace that comes from knowing you are living a life of eudaimonia. Eudaimonia meaning good soul, flourishing through virtue and reason. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, said, and I quote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." End of quote. When we crave the approval of others, we make ourselves poor in spirit. We become dependent on something outside of ourselves, something we cannot control. But when we live by our own principles, when we stand firm in our values, we become rich in the only currency that truly matters: self-respect. We often put on a show, acting in ways we think will earn us the admiration of others, when in reality the only person we need to impress is ourselves. When you live authentically, aligned with your values, the people who matter most, those who genuinely care about you, will naturally respect and admire you. But most importantly, you will respect yourself. And self-respect is the foundation of a fulfilled life. Imagine this. If you are proud of the life you are living, chances are those who look up to you, perhaps your children, perhaps your friends or your community, will be proud of you as well. Children especially are very perceptive. They see through the facades we create for the outside world. They know when we are being authentic and when we are not. So ask yourself, am I living in a way that I would be proud to show my children? I have 2 young boys. I need to think about this often. Am I embodying the virtues that I want to pass on to them? You cannot fool yourself. You know when you are acting out of fear, seeking validation from others, or avoiding difficult truths. You know when you are compromising your values just to fit in. The path to true self-respect, and ultimately to the respect of others, lies in living with integrity, standing up for what is important to you, even when it's hard and when it's unpopular. Let's ground this reflection in some practical actions. Number 1, I would like for you to evaluate your motivations. Before making decisions or taking actions, ask yourself, am I doing this for my own growth, for my own fulfillment, or am I doing it to gain approval from others? Let this question guide you toward choices that align with your true self. Number 2, practice self-validation. Every day, take a little moment to acknowledge something you are proud of. Celebrate your wins, something that reflects your values and principles. This builds the habit of seeking validation from within rather than from the outside world. Last but not least, like every day now, I have a journaling prompt for you. Please take time, take a pencil and a paper or on your computer and do the exercise. I would like you to reflect on a recent situation where you sought the approval of others. How did it make you feel? Now, think about how you could have acted differently, aligned with your values rather than seeking validation. Write about what you would do differently next time and how that would impact your sense of self-respect. Remember, my friends, the opinions of others are fleeting, often based on their own insecurities and biases. but your own self-respect, the trust you have in yourself, your confidence, earned through living with virtue, is enduring. When you're proud of who you are, those who truly matter will naturally be proud of you too. You cannot deceive your own character, so let it be the true measure of your worth. Until next time, live with integrity, seek your own approval, and always remember, your opinion of yourself is the one that truly counts.